Scientists think that there may have been three events to say when the moon was born. The Kovala sister moon born along with the Earth is the first thought of scientists. 450 crore years ago, if we calculate the solar system, there was no sun or planets at that time. At that time, there was a heavy object in the solar system. Heavy means very big. Now it is 1,000 times bigger than the sun. They are called interstellar clouds or gas clouds. When something is rotating, if there is a group in the middle, it rotates with its gravitational force. The rest of the objects around it also attract towards it. In the same way, the sun was formed in the middle of all the objects that attracted towards it. A planetary disk was formed around the sun. In it, the rest of the objects were formed. In the same way, the Earth was formed. When the Earth was formed, the moon was born along with it. This is the first thought of scientists. They describe the moon as the Kovala sister born along with the Earth. But there is a small problem in this thought. The axis of the Earth rotates in 23.5 degrees. But if we calculate the axis of the moon, it rotates only in 6.7 degrees. These two planets were born at the same time. If they are born at the same time, the axis of the moon, which is the subject of the Earth, should be the same. There should not be such a big difference in the axis of the moon. That is why scientists doubted this. When it comes to the second thought of scientists, they also say that the Earth is like the moon. Before this, we learned about the formation of the sun in the first thought and the formation of planets and planets from it. At the same time, we also said that countless planets and planets have formed. Similarly, the moon formed somewhere. The Earth brought it closer with the power of its recognition. It attracted it and revolved around it. This is the second thought of scientists. If we are born together, our loved ones will be born somewhere else. We will meet somewhere. We will like each other. Similarly, the moon born somewhere. The Earth brought it closer with the power of its recognition. Scientists thought that the moon brought it closer with the power of its recognition. We can see such planets in the solar system. When we look at the moon of Angara, the moon of Varuna revolves around two moons. The two planets that revolve around the moon are also formed somewhere else in the solar system. When they come closer to the moon of Angara, they are attracted to its recognition and revolve around that planet. Similarly, the moon is also revolving around the Earth. This is the second thought of scientists. However, there is a small problem in recognizing this thought. Since the stones and clay samples on the moon are not known to the Earth, there is no possibility of saying that those two are formed in different places. What we know very well is about oxygen. There are 3 isotopes on them. There are 2 more isotopes called oxygen-17 and oxygen-18 in the house with the isotope with more oxygen-16. The weight of oxygen-18 is more than that of oxygen-16. Similarly, the weight of oxygen-17 is also more than that of oxygen-16. We have already learned that the sun and other planets that revolve around it are formed from gas clouds. We have also learned 2 most important facts. One of them is that the oxygen isotopes on the moon and Earth will be of the same quality. If the Earth's axis is 23.5 degrees, the moon's axis is only 6.7 degrees. The third thought of scientists is that the way the moon is formed by these 2 factors will describe the third thought. About 450 crores of years ago, before the creation of the Earth and the Sun, years ago, there are stars in various dimensions of the solar system. The stars are moving in a straight line. If some of these stars are very small, they can be larger than some of the stars. A large planet like that hit the Earth. Scientists named that planet Tia. At the time when 2 planets hit each other, the planets that were created for that planet are now called Earth and Moon, which is the third law. After 6 crore years, after the creation of the Sun and the Earth, this event will happen, according to scientists. At that time, the Earth is very hot. It is in a tight position. At that time, a large planet like Tia, which is the size of an anaconda, is also like the Earth. With this, when those 2 hit each other, instead of becoming pieces, the heat that came from the Earth melted both and turned into a ball. Then they split into 2. By splitting like that, the oxygen isotopes on the Earth and the Moon are almost the same, and by splitting those 2 planets into 2, one part of the Earth's axis and another part of the Moon's axis are created. According to scientists, this is the third law. The third law, which has a lot of chances to say that the Moon can be created like this. Let's know a little about it. In the interior of the Earth, iron and nickel lick